All right. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing amazing, because I know I am. My name is Chad. I'm a motion designer, and I'm learning to draw every day just to prove to people that it is not that hard. Now, today was exhausting. Today was very exhausted. Do I want to speak about it? I feel like I'm already tired to speak about it, but also at the same time I tend to not speak about things when I'm in the midst of the chaos, you know. So I'll just spare you the yap session. Eyes, hello, Eyes, what's up? How you doing, Eyes? Eyes of Art. But yeah, I just want to stream today, maybe make it a little short. Actually, I want to get some sleep in. Yeah, I want to do a regular pose today. I don't want to do something anything extreme. Positive energy, positive thoughts, positive words. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how it needs to be. But sometimes, you know, I just want to ramble a little bit, get those feelings out in words. I'm good. That's great. That's amazing to hear. Oh my God. I don't want to do faces anymore. I want to do a body. Body. This one's cool. Yep, I understand. Yeah, it's I used to just keep everything in and not really speak about anything and all that stuff. But you know, the more I go through stuff, the more I realize that it's 100% important to get those feelings out there, because you keep them in, stuff's gonna build up, you're not gonna process anything, and it's gonna result in some problems. So yeah. Okay, this one is kind of cool. Come on. Come on, baby. There is. Man, I'm exhausted. Okay, maybe I do want to speak about it. I don't know. It's just that I was raised into not really standing up for myself, and always being respectful, and always letting the other person before me, if that makes sense, right? And always trying to be nice and all that stuff. And I'm starting to, as I grow older now, and going to therapy helps a lot, and it's just nice doesn't mean that you're good, right? If you're nice, or if you're trying to be nice, that means nothing. I would rather not be nice, but be, I wouldn't say right, but just, yeah. I would rather be just than nice. So today, like something happened at work where I like stood up for myself, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy about this, you know, but it's like it's something new that I stood up for myself and that I didn't let another person walk over me, you know what I mean? So that, like, since that's new to me, like I'm having all these feelings and it's something new, and my body and my head are going like, what is going on? This is something new, you should freak out, you know. I'm going through that. It's probably nothing in the grand scheme of things. Like I'll look back at it after like a month even or something, and it's just like I'll be like, yeah, I learned from that, I grew because of that, and you know, let's move on to the next thing. But right now I'm just like, you know, this is kind of like a deal to me that's like, oh, I really did fight with another person. It was an argument over the phone, it wasn't really a fight. But yeah, I tend not to do that. So that was that's it, you know. I know. Oh my god. But yeah, it's interesting. It's like you do it and you realize that nobody freaking owes you anything, you know, and it feels nice, you know, because for the longest time I'm always like a people pleaser, and I don't want to fight with anybody. I'm trying to have an image of like, you know, Chad is the nice person over here, you know. Are you feeling either guilty or are you feeling like, okay, let me read it. Or are you feeling like you have to fix it, or you have a second thought? Like should I have did that? I am so happy you asked that, because if you asked that to me like, I don't know, a year or two ago, I would be feeling so guilty, or I would be feeling like, even I would say scared, right? Because, oh, I did that. So like a year or two, I wouldn't even go out of my way to do that. But if push comes to shove, and I 100% had to do that, then afterwards I would be feeling like, oh my god, what have I done? This person is gonna be mad at me. Oh no, what am I doing? Right? And all of those thoughts would come up to me. But now, like actually after the phone, I was a bit, how do I describe it? So after the argument on the phone, I was like, maybe what's the it's not dopamine. I don't know, I was like very like into it, you know. But then afterwards, instead of like feeling what you said there, I felt kind of happy that I did that, you know. Yes, they're mad at me, but I stood up for myself, you know, and they are on the wrong, you know. And I said like something was not working out for me, something was bothering me, and I voiced that, you know. I spoke out about it, because a lot of the time I just can't really, I don't want to express what's bothering me. If something's bothering me, I would just be like, it's okay, you know, just to not bother people. But now something bothered me, this person is doing something that bothered me, I voiced it, it turned into an argument, but that doesn't matter because I voiced it, you know. And I was like respectful as possible. I didn't go out of like my limits or anything like that. And I'm really happy the way it went, you know, even though that to like a 2 year ago me would be like catastrophical, like it would be like the end of the world. But now I'm kind of like excited, you know, I did that, you know. And worst case, like I'm even like I let my head go like to worst case scenario, and the worst case scenario doesn't even look bad to me anymore. It's like, whatever, dog, you don't owe me anything, like you can just whatever, right? So yeah, it's very freeing, you know. It's very freeing, it's nice. Excuse me. Now, why did you delete it? That was a perfectly fine chat. This might sound crazy, but I'm proud of you. It is not crazy, and thank you. I really appreciate it. You know, sometimes I go through like stuff like this, and I don't really hear that. You know, so it really means a lot to me that you're saying that. It genuinely does. You know. Yeah, I really appreciate it, Eyes. It really means a lot to me. There you go, that's one leg. I feel good about this leg. It's actually not that bad. So what do you think about AI art? Oh man, that is a big subject. I think it depends on the way you use it. A lot of people can be scummy enough to pretend to generate AI art and to not even, I mean, if you generate art if you generate AI images and you call them art, that's your opinion, more power to you. You know, do you, like, I don't care. But it's like if you go around pretending that you have actually drawn it, that's where the problem is. Using AI and being scummy, and, you know, in instances, people selling AI art and pretending that they have drawn it, you know, that's where the problem is. A lot of people have done that in conventions and stuff like that, and they're like boast about how much money they scammed people. They literally are aware that they're scammers, you know, which is sad. You know, it's sad, but I feel like you're gonna find scammers anyway, anytime anyways, right? With any new technology, especially as technology gets more advanced, it's like, this is not good, right? But yeah, I mean, I've seen AI being used in creative ways and used as like a tool rather than like the final output, especially in video. Sometimes, you know, sometimes in video it's very sloppy, it's very bad. But using it as for in instances where it's not only the AI, it's the AI is just like part of it or part of the workflow, right? I can respect that. You know, that's very respectful. It's just like me using After Effects for motion design, for example, right? I'm using a tool, right? I'm using the computer to generate my motions, or me using Photoshop right here, right? It is just a tool. It is just something that is helping me. So if I go right now and use the liquefy effect on this figure to fix this leg, for example, that wouldn't make my art any lesser, right? But it gets really scummy when people start, you know, pretending like they are, even like big industry artists are scamming their way into, you know, selling stuff that is not theirs, like plagiarism, straight up. And it's like, why are you doing that? You know, it's very sad. Like, it's very stupid, and it's like, it's inevitable. Like, people are going to fall for it. Some people just don't know, and it's not their fault. You know, as the technology advances, AI stuff is gonna get good, and it's not their fault for not, you know, recognizing it. We can educate people on how to recognize stuff, but there's always going to be this person that will fall victim into these scams. And it's unfortunate, but we just have to accept it. What do you think about it, Eyes? I mean, I don't think you would be for it, I assume, but I don't know. I'd like to hear your opinion. And I'm not sure if this is working here. Hopefully it is. We'll see. There you go, that's one. Actually, this form, I like this form a lot, actually. I feel like I'm not going wrong in a lot of places here, which is nice. The foreshortening feels right. This leg feels right. Not bad, not bad. I'm in between because I don't want someone passing computer art off and gaining the expense from artists that are drawing from scratch and put the hard work in it. But why can't we build a space for a what art? Why can't we build a space for AI art? I think there are already spaces, aren't there? Maybe not, actually. See, the thing is, like, who's going, like, to be frank, like, who's going to buy AI art, you know? You might look and just, like, be like, look at this, like, let's say, like, a dedicated platform, right? and a bunch of people have their art in there, right? So the buyers would be like, me as a buyer, for example, I would be like, I can just like create that on my own with Gemini. Why do I have to pay for that, right? So I think the problem, or the idea is more like, how should I say this? The personalization of the person, of the for the customer, rather than just like getting something. Because like I said, anybody can get that. And another thing that I think about that doesn't really make me scared about AI, and like I'm very chill about it. I'm not really tripping. Is the idea of, yes, AI can do a lot of things, and AI can probably draw than me and generate a drawing that's just like way better in rendering and way like better in every single way, let's say, right? And you know, you might give the argument of like, oh, AI art doesn't have a soul, and you know, it's never going to have the vision that a human has. And I agree, it never will. But like, to be frank, let's be honest, no, like especially in industry or in businesses, nobody really cares about the soul or whatever. You know, aside from like a few brands that, you know, genuinely care about art and care about the artists, right? So this like these times are going to show us who really cares about the art and who doesn't, right? And if somebody cares about the art, right, whether in a corporate setting or whether it's just like somebody looking for it to have a poster on their wall, right? Industry tell me to sell your soul. Yeah, I mean, the industry doesn't care. Like the faster you are, the more you sell. That's all that matters. And you know, it's money. Like I'm not in the position of like, you know, frick capitalism and all this bullshit. Like, it's money. It is what it is. You know, it has to be like that. And I don't think it's going to stop being like that. But there's always going to be those clients that actually do care about the process, that actually do care about the artists. You know, there's always going to be people who are going to care about the artists. And that is what's making me like not really care about whether AI can draw better than me or not. Right? It is what it is, you know. It's AI can draw better than me, but there's always going to be that person that is going to care for my stuff, and that idea gives me peace, you know. And so I feel like art is not going to be about the final piece anymore, right? It's about the person. It's about the soul, like we said earlier. It's about the message. It's about community. It's about building something human, you know. That's what's AI in the future. That's what art in the future is going to be like. And I also argue very strongly that it's like stuff that is made by humans is going to become much more expensive. The cheaper AI stuff gets and AI outputs get, the more expensive human stuff is going to get, because you're not going to get that anymore. You know, I heard I've seen like a clip. I think AI is really going to hurt the animation industry. The animation industry, not us. The animation industry. I mean, right now, I don't see it doing that, to be completely honest. I mean, I've seen some of like, what's it called? Was it Claude? Not Claude, was it Nano, like the ChatGPT one? Like, it makes some good animation, I guess. It's kind of believable. I've seen it do some anime. but it's like it's not really coherent, you know. If you go and read like the 12 principles of animation, it doesn't really respect any of that. I've tried to mess around with some motion design. I tried to make AI do some motion design, you know, some actual motion design, not traditional animation motion design. It sucks. It absolutely sucks, right? But that's like temporary. Maybe it will get better. Who knows? That still doesn't matter. Because like animation is just like multiple frames of the same thing, right? So I think it'll have the, maybe like this is like my opinion, it's like the same treatment as like illustration or whatever. But yeah, the AI topic is very interesting, you know. A lot of people get heated about it. I also feel like maybe a lot of people have the wrong idea about it. You do that really fast, you think? I'm happy about the proportions. I usually don't get the proportions right the first time. I usually have to like take this part and make it bigger or something. So yeah, I'm happy about it. Also, I think the 3D shape, this 3D shape helped me a lot. You know, something I want to experiment with more right now is the line thickness. She looks kind of chubby right now, so let's give her, I don't know, those abs. This is not that dark. Maybe you draw better after a good day of defending yourself. Hey, I'm gonna be defending myself every single day, bro. That's actually funny. That makes me want to defend myself more. But yeah, like after today, like I was a little bit like excited in the moment, and then afterwards I was like literally laughing, you know, and quite happy about how I, you know, how I stood up for myself. And then after that, I'm like, if I was able to do this, why don't I do it every day, right? And this is just, I think, where things get easier. Like once you go through your first, you know what I mean? Like things start getting easier, and I'll be able to voice my concerns and what's like not working for me in a smoother way, you know? So that's good, that's good. Alright, maybe let's add some detail to the arms, define the biceps and whatnot. There you go. I feel like I do want to do more defined stuff with the bodies as well. Okay. Everything looks good. Maybe let's flip the canvas, see if there's any mistakes. Let's see. I feel as though this arm is, it feels something is off with it. I don't know what is, but something doesn't feel right. Something is weird. Maybe, okay, maybe that fix it. Because it's going like this direction, you know? It's going that direction. Or maybe does it feel larger than this one? Not really. Whoops. Okay, this was good. Maybe the face was a little bit goofy. That feels slightly better. Marcus. Yes, some drawing. I deef. You deef, huh? By the way, chat, I freaking ate that exam. Damn. Okay, alright. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Was it today? Zam. It was so easy. The 6 other ones are that easy too. Man, maybe you're just too goated. That's why it's like easy for you. Like this is light work, you know? Alright, should we do one more? Maybe I'll do one more. Damn, the muscles here are crazy. Look at this. Crazy muscle definition, bruh. Zam. How are you, eyes in chat? Well, we're surviving. We're surviving. I was drinking earlier. Now I'm driving. No, actually, no, I don't. Okay, how do I draw this? We need, okay, I need to see the two biggest shapes, which is the torso and like the upper body parts. Those are not normal muscles. That's some alien ass trainings, right? Like 0% freaking fat. No fat on this body, bruh. Where is the horizon line? See, out of this, I see that like the horizon line feels like here. Right? And now we're looking at like downwards at this, you know. We surviving. Yes, sir. Must be surviving well, because we're still here. Let's get it. Yes. And honestly, I love this. Like, this motivation, you know. Horizon line left the chat. Wait, what do you mean? Oh man, I'm getting sleepy now. Oh no. Oh no. The line is beyond the drawing. Yeah, that I was just like trying to see where it is. I'm not really going to use it, you know. That, you know, this line gives me an idea whether this cylinder is going to be like this or like this. You know what I mean? So that's just like to kind of see how I want to do things. Just doing a lot of artwork. Have we been seeing your artwork? I mean, you shared it once. Are we connected? Huh? Hold on. Hold on a minute. You guys are going to turn out to be relatives in the end? Yeah, you guys are relatives, right? Oh, whoops. Okay, maybe the placement is a little off. Still. Hold on. Hold on, brother, hold on. This is like straight, so it's like maybe like this. I don't want to make her longer. Marcus is like, hold on, brother, hold on. Brother, hold on, brother. I'm so nervous to put my artwork on the Discord because you guys draw so much better than me. Man, come on. Have you seen my stuff when I first started drawing? Alright, you know what? Matter of fact, your thumbnails are interesting indeed. Hold on. Let me go back to my YouTube channel and show you how my stuff used to be. You know? Because people keep forgetting that sometimes. Like, my stuff was buns. Like, let me tell you, it was buns. I think drawing better than someone means that you don't understand what real art is. Damn! Okay, that's an interesting take. Drawing is subjective. That's facts. Now that is facts. Okay, like let's take this for example. This, after I drew this like when I started drawing like 4 months into the streams and into drawing. This is how I used to draw it. This is so horrible. I'm sorry, but this is, like I said, buns, bro. Right? And then, you know, wait, I didn't show it, I'm sorry. I'm talking about this, right? And then just like by doing it slowly and getting, like this is after 2 years, basically. And 2 years is a long time, you know? This is how it got, and now ignore how goofy this is, right? I'm making absolute cinema. I'm making the argument of like how like my stuff used to suck. Ignore the goofy mega mind. But let me go down, really down. Bro lost an eye. Like look at this for example. This was 4 months ago, all right? And it's like, it's so ugly. It is so ugly. And I was contemplating, I was like, damn, do I really want to show this? This is so embarrassing. Like this is like a month and a half in and I'm still drawing stuff like this. You know, it's horrible. It really sucks. I was really embarrassed with this one. You know, the coloring sucks. The proportions sucks. Like her nose is so like going up, right? But the rest of her face is just like facing forwards. So I actually did speak about it on the caption. I was thinking about not posting it, you know, but I was like, you know, this is part of the process. This is why I'm showing this, to show how ugly the process is, how ugly the process can be. So going back to you, eyes, you were just in the process. You know, it is part of the process to make ugly drawings. You will make ugly drawings. I know that, right? And I'm not saying this to put you down. I'm saying this to be like, you're going to make a lot of ugly drawings. And then one time, you're going to make this pretty drawing. And then after that, things are going to change, you know? It just works that way. At least it worked that way for me, you know? So, and by the way, your stuff is not even that bad. Like, what do you mean? Like the one that you sketched and then turned digitally? Like, I love the rendering for that. Trust the process. Exactly. And we are all still in the progress, still in the process, right? So it's like, I get it. You know, I do get it. Sometimes, you know, we can be self-conscious. I'm still self-conscious about a lot of things, including my art, you know. But it's just like I'm making this community to just like be, first of all, like judgment free, you know, and to make it about art and to help each other, first and foremost, you know. Hey, you remember this, Marcus? Oh, that's not you. That's Narayan. Oh, and this is after the 30 days. Hold up, almost a year I've been following you. Isn't that crazy? Like you are literally a year older. This, okay. Look at this beautiful. Okay, this is art. Never mind, you know what? I take it back. I always made beautiful art, including this. I mean, come on. If this isn't art, I don't know what is, honestly. Like, are you seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? Or am I, like, come on, like, bro. Look at this. Beautiful. Right? What's 9 plus 10? 21. Alright, this is where, you know, my stuff really reeked. Look at his hand. Look at this chicken scratching. Right, this is where I did a lot of hand drawings. Absolute art, I know. This is where it is, but like, trust me, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't show that's just like absolutely horrible. I like this one. Just cute. Very cute. Anyways, just do you, eyes. Just do you. Like I said, we are judgment free. Like, it's a judgment free zone. Do you. We love your stuff, and we love to have you more. Like, sometimes it's not even about the drawing anymore. It's about just like, you know, helping each other out. It's about the person who made it, for sure. For sure. The Cyclope Megamind though. Wait, I'm still showing it? I went back to Photoshop and I'm still showing it. That's like one of my favorites. I think I'm gonna print it. You reckon I should print it? Make it as big as this, or maybe even bigger. Let me know. If I print it, would you buy it? Can you imagine, like, buying the Cyclops Megamind print and hanging it up in your house, and you have visitors, somebody like hanging out at your place, and they see that? How would you explain it? Like, how would you explain that? You know, how would you explain the existence of Cyclops Cyclops Megamind going like this? I would, but it at an auction for 20k in 15 years, and regret it. I didn't buy it now. Ooh, yeah. It'll be like a very rare and valuable item. I mean, I'm giving you the chance right now. It's up to you. I would say some like, you know, I followed that one streamer. His name's Chad, and somehow my money led me to this absolute piece of art, you know, pure accidental stuff. Hey, it's not, I don't think, it's not at that point, it's not an accident, bro. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. Who like the banana that was worth 1 million? Wait, what? In the art auction, then that same artist made a golden soul, and that was worth billions of dollars. What? Wait, are you talking about this banana? Are you talking about this? Banana on a wall primarily refers to Italian artist Maurizio Cattelan's famous conceptual artwork titled Comedian, which consists of a fresh banana duct taped to a wall. How viral duct tape banana came to be worth 6.2 million. That's insane. That's crazy. The work of the conceptual owner of physical banana is not the artwork itself, but rather the idea. Oh my god, yeah. So the idea of the accompanying certificate of an authenticity. Oh, so it's about the certificate rather than the actual art. With detailed instructions for its display. The banana can and should be replaced as it rots. Yeah, no, no joke. Typically 7 to 10 days. They should wrap like the top of it so it rots slowly. Catena, known for provocative and tongue-in-cheek art, intended the work as a sincere commentary on what we value and the sometimes absurdist nature of the art market. Okay, so he's making it. He did it for the meme. You know, he's kind of like memeing it. The work first gained global attention at the Arab-based Miami Beach, of course, where 3 editions. 3 editions? So 3 bananas. He made the golden toilet? That's insane. So you're telling me he sold 3 bananas for this amount? $150K, bro. One edition was sold for a total of 6.2 million. The banana has been eaten several times by performance artists and museum visitors, an action that paradoxically reinforces the work's conceptual nature as the physical fruit is replaceable. What is money anymore, right? What is money? You know, for you to put this, I mean, do I get it? Do I? I don't think so. Is this one? A golden carrot, golden total, most artwork. America. He called it America, a fully functional 18 karat gold toilet that serves as satire on wealth, art, and American excess, which recently sold for this amount. That's insane. Money is the ultimate matter of controlling people. I mean, it also refers generally to luxury gold-plated or solid gold fixtures available for purchase, and in a corruption scandal to a golden toilet scheme in Ukraine. I mean, there is some wealthy, some other wealthy countries that I think would have like something like a golden. They would have like a golden throne. That is actually not satire. You know, the only instance that I can think of is I think in the Middle East. Golden toilet. Now they have a lot of like the Middle East golden toilets symbolize the ultimate luxury, often seen in opulent homes, hotels, private jets. 24K gold plating. Okay, this is plating, electroplating, combined. But yeah, bro, it's like insane. Because if you control the money that buys literally your need to live, you can control what it is. You can control what it is, what it means. I mean, yeah, that's an interesting take. Eyes, I don't. I think I'm not sure if you keep deleting your messages or they get deleted by themselves. I don't really get it, but I didn't get to read like the last thing you wrote. I'm sorry. Oh, you're deleting them? Okay. Okay. The muscle definition is very helpful here. Like you know exactly where the muscle starts and where it ends. Like look at this shoulder, bro. And we're not even talking buff or big or anything here. We're just talking very slim. But it's very helpful. Ah, she's long, just as I suspected. So let's make her short. I think it goes something like this. Yeah, that's way better. Because I'm doing a lot of typos, it sounds crazy. You can't really read them. Oh no, no, don't worry about it. Trust me, like me struggling to read is like 80% of the time just me being illiterate. I sometimes can't read words. And you know, sometimes like MB and Derpy would just like make fun of me for that all the time. So you're all good. Maybe I'm dyslexic or something, I don't know. What is a good art book to read to help you adjust to making better heart rate? Making better heart rate? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But art books, I haven't really read a lot of art books. Let me think. Art books. I mean, there's this one book about color. Bro, I spell worse than a 5-year-old, and I like making China. See, exactly. Marcus B doing it on purpose. And it's like the combination of Marcus misspelling and me not being able to read properly, that makes something beautiful. You know? Better art, but like this is a good question because I can't think of a good art book. You know, there's probably good art books out there, but I can't think of one that I read. Like I was going to say, there's a book about color. I think it's called The Psychology of Color, and it talks about like the colors and the, you know, depending on the context it's used in, it like the color literally changes. So there's that, but I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't really follow books when it comes to art. I'm more of like I like videos more. This is a nice book made by the filmmakers of Avatar. Really? Is it like an art book? Like, does it have the art of Avatar, or it's about like something? Also, one on emotion or character design, I think, from the animators from Spider-Verse. Ooh, that would be worth reading. I love the Spider-Verse movies. Like, the animation is top-notch, the music out of that movie is top-notch, the freaking story is top-notch. It's like the long-ass film with the wiggly, funny, strange blue guys. Oh, you're talking about that one? Those avatars? Oh, I thought it was the you know, the cartoon. Okay, this looks good. This doesn't look bad. I just have one little problem with it. It doesn't look like it's in motion. It doesn't feel like it's in motion. It feels still. Like what I drew feels very still. Oh, the avatar Aang. Oh, okay. This leg looks very buff. It looks still in, I don't know. Because the foot is at the same level of the one propulsing? Okay, maybe we added these lines actually kind of served some motion, so this is good. How the background is primordial for such needs as motion or perspective. I think you're right. Yeah, you need some perspective for it. I suppose. Something like this. Maybe it feels a little better. Yeah, I mean I can use this. This is not a bad trick. But it's like I need to have it like to have dynamism dynamite into the without relying on the you know those speed lines. Anyways. Or Marcus, are you on Discord? He is on Discord actually. He is in the server. But his name is not Marcus on the server, I think. Okay. Let's pull this to the side. Alright, this was fun. This was fun. We can end it here. I've done 2 poses, which is more than I've been doing for the past couple of days. So that's good. He is everywhere. He is literally omnipresent. 2244. Huh? What are those numbers? What do those numbers mean? 21. What's 9 plus 10? 21. You stupid. What's 9 plus 10? 21. You stupid. Oh, you talk about time? Yeah, no, it's 11:45 right now. So 15 more minutes and it's midnight, which is why we are going to end the stream. You stupid. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Eyes, it's always a blast to have you. I would love to see you more, and I would love to see your art more as well. It's art. Let's share it. Let's have fun. Marcus, my man, keep doing you. Same time, twin. Yes, sir. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys. I really genuinely am grateful for your existence. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, which is tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye bye.